everyone. This is Debbie. And Debbie, I know that when we first met, you were suffering with a lot of symptoms. I remember you telling me that you had weight problems, brain problems, your blood sugar was like crazy out of control. So, kind of give us an idea of your journey, the things that you were experiencing, and how you met us, and just kind of give us a little bit of background on your experience up until when you met us through the masterclass.
Yeah, that was it. It's something that just felt like a lifelong struggle of fighting this. And it hasn't been lifelong because I was only diagnosed about 8 years ago. I don't know how long before that I may have been starting this disease. Um, so yes, the weight gain was consistent. I would go up and down. I'd try numerous programs, any, fad of the day programs, other programs that are a little more well known, um, and just up and down, on and off, as aggressive as keto and plant-based and vegan, and you name it, I have tried it. Um, and everything it just comes back. It just doesn't last, and then some of it just affects you even worse. It doubles down and makes all the symptoms worse. Sleep, my sleep was affected. And yeah, just frustration, end-to-end frustration. And so I had just tried another thing, failed miserably, got blood work from my doctor that was very disappointing. And I was just down and didn't know what to do next, and saw you, saw
And
you. Mhm.
and what was, you mentioned you tried a lot of these common popular things, keto, paleo. What was different from what you learned in the master class and what you learned from the comprehensive labs that were done with you? What was different from all these other things that you had tried and it had failed you?
It worked. What was different? I learned what my imbalances were and how to address them. And I've gone from daily struggle to freedom to live my life now. Uh,
Wow.
my blood sugar is about 90 in the mornings now, which in the past it's been, well, too high to even think about anymore. Well over 200. And I'm just able to I've dropped, I guess, about 25 pounds. I'm active, a lot more active, and I know what to do. I know how to eat out even. I know what to do at the grocery store. The first trip to the grocery store was interesting because just erasing all the old habits, just getting rid of the old habits and starting new. Um, I changed my lifestyle, and that's what the program did for me. It helped me to learn how to change and to learn how to move forward and recover and heal. And that's what I've been doing. And from start to finish, I just finished my program, and there's no red. Everything looks great.
That's wonderful. And you mentioned you were able to do things that you weren't able to do before. Can you give us some examples of what you're able to do now that you weren't able to do before?
Sure, I do a lot of strength training now, a lot of
Wow.
functional exercise. I have two of my youngest grandboys are extremely active. And so I keep up and wrestle and roll around with them. And I don't know that I could have done that completely before. I would have tried, but I do it easily. And uh, we just are active when we go out. I'm not a hiker so much, but I do like to take a good, nice long walk and see some sights when we're out traveling. I just have a lot more stamina and endurance to last me to the end of the day.
That's great. And speaking of your family, have they noticed the changes in you?
Absolutely. Not just, the physical change is obvious. And they notice my commitment to some will try to tempt you. It's really easy to succumb, and that becomes that slippery slope. And nope, that's something that will harm me. And I don't want that. I don't want something that will harm me. So it becomes easy. And they
That's great.
notice
That's
that.
great. Like you just said, I mean, this is a whole, this isn't just a thing you do temporarily. It is as a change that you now have implemented and do as a regular basis. So that's the huge difference. And
Freedom.
congratulations that you have, and freedom. I mean, I can't think of a better word, feeling free of a disease, feeling free of pills. I mean, were you able to get off some of your meds, or can you give us an idea of how that went?
Yeah, it's so interesting you talk about this a lot. And I been, of course, seeing my primary doctor, and my first blood work with you that showed great results in just a couple of months. I showed it to my doctor. I walked in there and was so proud and happy, and she's like, "Okay, let's increase your dosage." I'm like, "Why? Why? No, no." So I just told her no, and that's another thing that I've learned is I can say no. I can say
Good.
no to that because I know that what I'm doing is working, and like if I continue to do it, it will continue to work and drop all the meds. I've got one more, but I know that I will get off of that one too.
That's fantastic. And for those people who are listening to this, you know, why we do these types of interviews is because I'm sure someone out there is kind of in the same boat that you are. Maybe they're skeptical, maybe they're hesitant, maybe they're afraid. I mean, what would you tell that person?
Step out and do it. Is it scary? Sure. If nothing worth having isn't, it's going to be a little hard or challenging, and you're going to have to stretch a little. That's good for us anyway. So just do it. You just won't even believe your results, and how in 6 months you'll be a different person. You'll be singing a different tune.
That's amazing. I mean, you know, people sometimes have a hard time believing because they've been on meds for
Ever.
years and sometimes even decades that the body can turn around that fast. I mean, were
Mhm.
you expecting for that, for your body to turn around that quickly?
No, no, because it's just been forever that it's just been getting worse.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, I thought, well, I don't know. I just had faith. The things that you spoke about rang true for me when you referred to the diabetic cocktail. Like, wow, yeah, that's me. And it just drew me right in. So follow your gut. If you get drawn in, go in 100% and just do it.
Well, congratulations, because I remember when I was about to meet with you and I was reviewing your blood work. I mean, I was looking at this and thinking, this person is in trouble. And if I hope that she does choose herself today, because, you know, I can see where life would head if you didn't make that change.
100%.
It's leading right to stroke and heart attack. So
I was
congratulations, you.
terrified of that.
I'm sorry.
I was terrified of that.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't be? But I'm so glad that you chose yourself and that you did do things that were uncomfortable and that you obviously you've reaped the rewards of that. So congratulations to you.
Thank you. And
And thank
thank
you for
you.
sharing this with you. You know, when you share this, someone is going to hear this, and I know that you're going to help someone maybe get off the fence and make a decision that maybe they've been delaying or afraid to make. So thank you for doing this.
So, okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.